Hey guys, what's up? It's David here from the LEGO Guys, coming at you with another review of this time the LEGO Jurassic World Blues Helicopter Persuit set. This set number is 75928, ages 7 to 12, comes with 397 pieces, 3 minifigures, and of course Blue, the Velociraptor. Now let's dive right into this, starting off with, naturally, the Raptor. Now this is a very cool looking dinosaur. Now it is just the traditional dinosaur that LEGO has used for raptors and a couple other species with the body shape here and the legs and the arms. They're pretty similar all the way across in this size. Now this one is the special coloring raptor, signifying this one is blue from the movie Jurassic World, and then the second one, which I believe, can't remember the name, but it is coming out here in a little bit, and it is a cool looking dinosaur. I like the print quite a lot. It comes from head all the way to tail, and it even gets on the leg a little bit here, which I thought was pretty neat. It does have the large, what would you call those, talons or claws in the front there, and it's very raptorish. So yeah, that's neat. The mouth does have a couple different positions it goes in, down and up, but if you're careful enough, you can position it in the middle there. Then of course you can move the head, you can move the arms, you can move the feet and all that. Next up, let's get on to the minifigures here. Now they are people specific. This one here being Owen. Now Owen here has a pretty nice looking bowcaster, or yeah, it's a bowcaster, and he's got a sack on the back there, got an extra shot for his bowcaster, and then a talon or claw from the raptor. Now looking at his torso here, it's a pretty good looking torso. He's got his vest on, and he's got a shirt underneath that. On his pants there is even a little bit of printing. It's very hard to see because the pants are such a dark color, but there's a belt and then like a little pouch hanging off of the belt. On the back you can't see any of the printing, so we'll take them apart here. And on the back, very simple printing, just a couple of lines from the vest, but it's kind of nice that there is some printing. I'll put the backpack back on, and he does have two faces here. He has his grumpy face and his happy face. I like his happy face better, but I'm sure in the movie we will see plenty of the grumpy face. Alright, put him back together, just like so. Alright. Knocking over everyone. Next up here we have the helicopter pilot. Now, let's pull his cap off here. Try to get a little bit of the face there. He is not super happy, as you can see there. Very cool printing on the torso, though. There's a lot going on, and it works. It's very neat looking. It also continues down into the pants, and it's just a very cool looking torso and pants combo. Also continues on the back of the torso. So there's a lot going on for him there, and looks very good in my opinion. And put his pilot's cap back on there. He does have the classic goggles. And next up we have Ken Wheatley. I'm sure we will figure out his role and who this guy is in the movie. Now, he looks older, so it'll be interesting to see what role he plays. Now, he does only have a single-sided face due to the cap, as well as the pilot, I believe. Let me double check. Yep, he has a single-sided face. Now, this guy here has one of the guns that you press down here, shoots off the projectile. Cool play feature, but doesn't look super good. His torso there is pretty neat looking. It's got a jacket, and across the jacket has a, what would you call that? Strap? No. Well, it's holding some extra tranquilizing darts or something in there. It does continue on the back into a holster. I believe that's what that is. So very, very cool looking torso there. Simple but cool looking. So that is the minifigures. Now let's move on to the cage here. Now the cage is pretty interesting. In my opinion, it's low profile, but what's it supposed to do is be kind of a trap to lure Blue in. Now the movie, they are trying to get all the dinosaurs off of Isla Numba, I believe it's called. It's gonna blow up, so they're trying to get all the dinosaurs off. We'll see how that goes for them. What it's supposed to do is lure the dinosaur in there, or lure Blue with the chicken there. You can see the, yeah, let me pull that up closer for you. You can see the chicken in there. So it's supposed to lure them in, and then somehow we'll put up the sides of that, and then the hoop on top. You can come pick up that whole cage with the helicopter, which we'll see here in a little bit. So it's simple little cage, but it's neat looking. Next up we have a little ATV. Now at first when I saw this, I thought it was a 6x6, but it's not. It is indeed an ATV with a little trailer, and dumping all the contents of the trailer. Take a look at this trailer here. As you can see, it does have some wall height to it, so you can hold some stuff in there. Not very big, in fact it's pretty small, but it's got the cool new style fenders on there and a spare tire, which I thought was pretty neat. Hook that back up to the quad, just like that. There is not very good turning radius on this here though, just because the hitch is, well, it's swapped. That usually is the receiver that goes on the truck, and then it's just got a simple ball on this one. So not a whole lot of play or turning radius, but it does work. Now this, I think, is a pretty neat looking little quad. You got the push bar on the front, the round lights, I got some silver, perhaps chrome you could call it, accents in here, and I think it's just a really cool looking little quad with the dark green, I believe that is. The handlebars up there, and then a gas tank back here, which looks pretty scratched up and dirty. So there must be really 4x4 in this thing across some pretty gnarly terrain in the movie. Put these back in there, trying not to send them everywhere. Now what I have in the back here is just the extra 6 shots for the 6-shooter on the helicopter, which, let's look at that now. Helicopter is a pretty good sized helicopter here. Does have the rotors that spin up. It has the traditional helicopter canopy on there in a dark blue, I believe it is. So it's a nice looking color. And it's a long helicopter here. It's got the 6-shooter off to the side, which can swivel around. You operate that by turning this little lever in the back. Don't want to send these things going everywhere, so I won't do it for you. There's a seat on the side, as well as a seat on this side, and over here you have a large spotlight, dual spotlight, in fact, which is very, very cool looking. Bulky, but cool. Up top you have a lot of detail work. It's nice, flows pretty smoothly. As you can see, it does have dual exiting exhaust on both sides, which is pretty neat. I would think this to be the air intake in the back, but I could be wrong there. It is just these neat looking little details there. And there's something cool here, is you can spin up the rotors from a knob on the bottom. Interesting little play feature there. I would have figured they'd put a winch in on this helicopter, but I do like that quite a lot because usually you just grab it from the top and spin it up, which works just as well. But if you're flying it around, you can give it a good twist at the bottom. It just looks a lot cooler. In the back here, you got the tail fin, and that does have a nice sticker on there. Also has the rear rotor, give you some support when you're flying through the air. The cabin does open up. Let's do that for you here. It actually looks pretty cushioned there with all the tan. Figure that to be a pretty high-end helicopter. You just have the stick, but you do have a couple of gauges there. Probably altitude and then rotor speed is what I would figure. So it's a nice looking little compartment there. There's a ton of room, but it's more than you really need for just one minifigure. You can put some minifigure accessories there behind you and off to the side. So that's pretty nice. We'll put that back on there. And then in the back here, there's a little bit more. So there is a hook that swings down. You can pick up the Raptor cage with that. See if I can do it here. There we go. So you can pick up the Raptor cage with that. What's cool about this system is it doesn't move and swing around with the strings and the winches and stuff. It always seems like whatever you're hauling in the air just continually spins. Doesn't ever stop spinning, which is kind of annoying. So that's cool that they found a way to get past that with a little hook here, a couple of ball joints. Above that there is a little canister. There we go. And on the side is a tranquilizer gun, and then inside is a dinosaur egg. So we will see how that comes into play in the movie. Figuring they probably want to save the species or something. Get the dinosaur egg out of there so they can use that for other purposes. I'm not entirely sure what they're going to do with that. It'll be interesting to see that. So that's about it for this set. It is a pretty good size set in my opinion. What I like about it though is it's not insanely priced. A lot of times with helicopters, you'll get a 200-piece helicopter and they'll charge you $30 for it, or even more. Sometimes they just get crazy, absurd, and stupid. But this one is a really, really good priced helicopter set. It is, like I said, 397 pieces for $40. So price to part ratio is about 10 cents a part, and you do get a dinosaur and then some large pieces from the helicopter in that. So that is a good aspect of this. There's not too many negatives on this one. The one thing I would like is if they just put a little bit more of a gap in between the quad and the trailer. Like I said, it just doesn't turn as well as you would like it. So that's really the only thing I have to complain about this set. Other than that, it's a very good looking set. It plays very well. It'll be interesting to see how all these things, the quad, the helicopter, and then the trap, of course, plays along in the movie, as well as the egg. We'll have to see about that. So thanks for watching. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you guys next time.